welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about maintaining the impeller. So the tools you are going to need, there are 3 tools, and those are a wrench, or I think it is called a wrench. I think a wrench with a 10mm. You can also use a socket or a socket wrench, but it has to be 10mm. Flat-headed screwdriver, at least that's handy, and pliers, especially really pointy small pliers. Those are the tools you're going to need. Now, the first step you're going to make is tilting, at least for working convenience, tilting the engine up, so you don't have to go on like uncomfortable working position. Now, let me just move the camera. By the way, I use this kind of Siberian hat thing as a kind of a dead cat for my internal camera microphone, because it is quite windy. Alright, the first thing you are going to do is to remove the split pin here. Here is where the flat-headed screwdriver is coming in handy. It's the first bit. It's smart to use a flat-headed screwdriver to bend it, so it is easier for your fingers. You're probably going to change this, but I'm not going today. I'm going to reuse this, but it is smart to actually change this as well. Then it's easy to just remove the propeller. Alright, now I'll just move this down a bit. After you've taken the propeller off, there is a brake pin here. Now be careful not to lose this. After that, there are 2 bolts here. Now here comes the wrench in action. The propeller or the impeller housing is made of 2 plates. You have the upper plate and the lower plate. You want to make sure only to remove the upper plate, because if you also remove the lower plate, you will accidentally open up the gear case or gearbox or transmission, and if you accidentally open it, there will leak out a lot of low unit gear oil. So you want to make sure only to remove the upper plate and not the lower plate. Always keep the parts you remove and store them in a safe place so you don't lose them. After you have unbolted 2 bolts, you can just lift off the upper plate, and here you have the impeller. Now, there is something interesting I can see right away. Alright, now you can probably already see the impeller. Here is where the water comes in. The impeller pumps it up through this hole and up to the engine. But there's something that has happened here, and that is those kind of fangs you see here. They usually go counterclockwise, but this one is going clockwise, and that isn't right. So this is why it is smart to, if you have replaced it, to check if this is going counterclockwise and not clockwise, because if it goes clockwise, it is obstructing the water flow. So here comes the pliers in action. Carefully lift it off, lift it out actually, and here you have the impeller. Now I'm not going to replace my impeller for this video because I don't have a spare one, and also when you've taken the impeller off, be careful not to lose the impeller pin that is here. Think that this is the spare impeller, because it is actually completely the same procedure of putting it back. Now first you put in the impeller pin, so it is sticking out both sides. Then you take the impeller, and it's quite smart to grease this before you put the impeller back on, but I don't have the right kind of oil or grease to do that, so I'm just going to spin it back on. Now a little tip from me is to spin this or rotate this clockwise, so those fangs are going in the right position, and just push down until it like slides in. Now make sure those fangs are going counterclockwise, and they are. Now it's just a matter of reversing the whole process, and that is putting the plate back on. For those who wonder, this is the upper or the upside, and this is the downside or the impeller side. So put this on like this. And that is how you change the impeller on a Suzuki. That was a close one. Well, that is going to be it for this video. I'll probably do more maintenance videos about this Suzuki, because I've searched a lot, but there aren't many videos about maintenance on this outboard. And also, if you have any questions about maintenance on this outboard, you can always ask me and I will help you with the maintenance, because I've actually taken a lot of parts of this engine and I'm quite familiar with how to do it. So that is going to be it for this video. If you want to see more, please consider to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is going to be a thumbnail 2. So goodbye!